Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays, everybody! It's me, your host, Landon Does Christmas. As the end of the year quickly approaches, it's time for us all to enjoy quality moments with family, exchange gifts, feast on delicious dinners and meals, start brainstorming New Year's resolutions, which we all know we're going to break within the first week. And, how could I forget? Most importantly, we have to grind Fortnite 24/7 during Winterfest, Epic Games' holiday event. Yes, my priorities are absolutely in order. Why do you ask? However, if you've been playing Fortnite for quite a while, you'll know that Winterfest hasn't always been around. It took Epic Games a few years to establish consistent seasonal events, excluding Fortnite, of course. That's why today, I want to take you back in time to Fortnite's very first Christmas, when we were introduced to Survive the Holidays. So what are we waiting for? Let's dive right in! Being released in September of 2017, Fortnite Battle Royale unfortunately skipped out on many of 2017's holidays. Yeah, I know, it's so sad. No New Year's, no Easter, and worst of all, no St. Patrick's Day! What's the point in living anymore?
I can't take this shit no more, man.
Though, luckily, Epic was able to lock the fuck in and include two of the best holidays, quickly releasing Fortnitemares only a month after the game was released, featuring brand new Halloween-themed cosmetics, a brand new lobby background which even today still looks incredible, and I would really like the return of animated lobby backgrounds, like Fortnitemares for example, look incredible. And we also saw a reskin of the rocket launcher to be all spooky. In retrospect, this was by far the least interesting Fortnitemares we've ever gotten. However, it's to be expected, especially since Fortnite wasn't extremely massive at this point, and the juggling act of making weekly updates and a crazy big holiday event for a teeny tiny side mode that was recently gaining some form of traction, it obviously was not the top priority. Though with some extra time to prepare as the player base grew, Epic knew they would have to do something bigger, something better, something grander for the holiday season. And as the first season of Fortnite came to a close, everyone updated their games so they were prepared for the second season and to try and survive the holidays. I still remember it perfectly. After getting home from what felt like a never-ending day of school, I booted up my PS4 and wanted to hop on Fortnite. Though when I went to launch the game, I saw it had to update. By this point, I was just kinda used to the weekly updates I'd have to sit through, though this one was taking longer than usual. As I sat there and watched the bar slowly creep, it finally popped. I booted up Fortnite and was instantly met with this Save the World key art. It was obviously teasing the holiday theming with Fortnite's PvE mode, though unfortunately, as an 11-year-old with literally no money, I of course didn't own Save the World, and instead instantly hopped into Battle Royale. What I saw next blew me away. I was met by the news tab, revealing the Snowball Launcher, which was a reskin of the Grenade Launcher for the holiday season, and a teaser for mini shields, highly requested at the time to have a way to get more shields as they were pretty damn rare and almost needed for most gunfights. But then, I was met by this beautiful snowy wonderland, replacing the grim and dark Fortnitemares lobby just in time for the holiday season. Something about this lobby even today still hits close to home, putting all of this life and effort into these backgrounds that most players wouldn't even notice or appreciate at the time. It really is something I wish Epic would do again. While some recent lobby backgrounds do look good, I'll always have a soft spot for just how much life and energy some of these old lobbies had. And hey, I could probably make a good 5 to 10 minute video here talking about the state of Fortnite's lobbies, but I don't think you all came here for that. As we take a look at the top of our screen, you'll notice that the season shop is gone, and replaced by the Battle Pass, a staple part of Fortnite's identity. You all know what it is if you clicked on this video. You got your 2 tracks, a paid premium and a free track, level up to gain rewards and exclusive items that will never return after the season ends, or at least we thought. This was crazy to see just browsing through what felt like endless pages of cosmetics to a kid like me. The best thing was I could earn all of these skins, emotes, gliders, pickaxes, emoticons, banners, and even 1200 V-Bucks for a cheap entry fee of only $10 or 950 V-Bucks. The pass was a no-brainer for people who played consistently, and to the gaming industry, a poison we still haven't escaped. But even with hindsight in mind, at the time the Battle Pass was something almost unheard of. Of course, it's known Dota 2 was the first Battle Pass back in 2013, but there's a reason whenever someone mentions these things, Fortnite is the immediate thing that pops into your head. Though, with the lobby and Battle Pass out of the way, how about we hop into the several updates during Survive the Holidays? As it may have started out pretty small, but it ran all the way till January 18th, meaning that this event lasted over a month, and left a lot to talk about. So why don't we start with all the changes to the island? The Battle Bus was given a festive paint job, with Santa replacing the normal balloon. Christmas lights were hung on all of the bushes around the map. Christmas trees were found in each of the POIs, and supply drops were given these present reskins. While all these changes were just cosmetic, except for the Christmas tree as there actually was more chests around them, you can't lie, it does make the map just feel a bit more festive and cozy for the holiday season. Though, cosmetic changes weren't the only thing we got, as on December 19th, just 5 days into Survive the Holidays, we finally saw the release of the small shield potions, or as most people call them, minis. As well, we were also given the modern day rework to traps, which made them all just a singular damage trap instead of being different for the wall, roof, and floor. Starting the holidays with some smaller but much needed changes and quality of life improvements. And of course, at this time there was tons of bugs and quality of life updates that came with each patch. Just know that every update that I talk about, they were added in some way. And some small balance changes were here or there for weapons. I'm not going to go into that, but just know that they did happen. Though Epic was just getting started, as on December 23rd, we saw the introduction of the Boogie Bomb, one of Fortnite's most recognizable items. I think it's safe to say that the items like these showcase just Fortnite's identity perfectly, and to release something like this right before Christmas was perfectly planned. But at this point, I'd started watching Fortnite YouTubers thanks to my uncle recommending me some, and I remember seeing the Boogie Bomb on some random channel. I want to say it was Lachlan, though it may have been Ali A. And of course, I then told my friends about the new item, and since it was Christmas break, we went hunting for it all night. But that's not all this week, as we saw the introduction of high explosives on December 28th.
That's pretty good.
What's still to this day my favorite limited time mode. Nothing comes close to this hectic explosive war zone. And especially being all explosives, this game mode is just awesome for people who can't aim because there's just so much splash damage and you just kill people. Though, that would actually be the last update of 2017. As the new year rolled around, Epic got right back on their game. And on January 2nd, we saw the release of the Suppressed Pistol and the Sneaky Silencers LTM. While I think this was by far the weakest update of Survive the Holidays, it still gave us something to hunt down, especially since the pistol was epic and legendary. And as the event began to wrap up, we saw the final update before the end of Survive the Holidays. On January 10th, we saw a small rework to Boogie Bombs, which made them rarer, but also had them drop in stacks of 2 instead of 1. We saw the introduction of the Cozy Campfire, a staple to almost every Fortnite island now, which was introduced as a simple trap you'd have to search for. But with that, Survive the Holidays soon enough wrapped up, with the grenade launcher returning to its normal form, all the Christmas lights and trees disappearing, the battle bus losing its holiday look, and the supply drops returning to normal. We saw the end of Fortnite's first Christmas. And what a great way to start. I know many may not see everything I talked about as part of Survive the Holidays, but I felt like I needed to talk about it. Fortnite was a much simpler game back then, and I look back at those memories fondly. Although there's many things in this update that players nowadays would take for granted, back when these changes and new items were added, the community loved them. And compared to Fortnitemares, which was just 2 months prior, the step up in terms of content was obvious. Though, I think I've rambled on for long enough. Why don't we wrap this video up with my final thoughts on Fortnite Battle Royale's first Christmas. While Survive the Holidays doesn't quite compare to the Christmas events we'd see just a year or two later, it marked a clear step forward for Epic to improve the quality of these seasonal updates. There's something that's just so nostalgic and comforting about this event that will always stick with me. Even without the map being covered in snow, the simple Chapter 1 island decorated with all of these Christmas lights and Christmas trees will always hold a special place in my heart. As much as I wish we could experience something similar again, it's unlikely we ever will. Fortnite, and honestly gaming as a whole, has changed and evolved so much. And let's say Epic were to deliver the same event every year with no updates. People would have grown tired, and it wouldn't be so memorable anymore. It would all just blend together. Plus, a lot of what made Survive the Holidays so nostalgic just can't be recreated. The dogshit player base, the stunning old lighting, the unique vibe of Season 2. They were all products of an unfinished game, and products of their time. That doesn't mean that their more recent Winterfests aren't great though. I just want to say, sure, one of them wasn't the best, but overall they've been fantastic. Change is scary, and it's natural to feel a bit resistant, and honestly try to cling to this nostalgia and the past as much as possible. Yet events like the Snowy Map in 2018, Crackshot's Cabin in 2019, and the near perfection of Winterfest in 2021 and 2022 prove just how much Epic cares about these moments. And then there was Chapter 5. But hey, who cares? Here's hoping Epic bounces back with Chapter 6's Winterfest, much like Chapter 3 did in 2021, because let's be honest, 2020's Winterfest was absolute ass. And hey, after seeing the events and the evolutions of Fortnitemares over these past couple years, I'm feeling very optimistic that we're in for one of the best Christmas events in Fortnite history. So, looking back, I'll never be able to relive this first Christmas event. As much as I wish I could, I'll just always have to cherish the memories I made along the way, back in 2017, learning how to survive the holidays for the very first time. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, or even subscribing. It helps the channel out a ton, and if you want to go the extra mile, please use code LANDADOESSTUFF in the item shop, #ad, #EpicPartner, I think I have to say this stuff, or join the members. And anyways, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and of course, a Happy Winterfest. I'll be sure to see you all next time. I hope you all have a great night, and remember, always be yourself.